(2018) Mercedes-AMG GT R Driver's Notes Review, a red-hot hammer. The 2018 Mercedes-AMG GT R is currently the fastest and most powerful version of the AMG GT range, though the 630-horsepower AMG GT63S sedan is coming. Other models include the GTS, GTC and GT Roadster. The GT is the second model that was fully developed by Mercedes-AMG Performance Division, the first being the gullwinged SLS Coupe and SLS Roadster. The GT R is focused on track performance. As such, it packs a 577 horsepower 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, four-wheel steering, an adjustable rear wing and lightweight carbon fiber bodywork. This particular model comes with just under $20,000 worth of options, the most expensive being the $8,950 carbon ceramic brakes. Other options include $3,150 carbon fiber exterior trim, $1,700 wheels, a $1,300 audio system, $3,600 Nappa leather upholstery with faux-suede inserts and $500 red seatbelts. All in, we are looking at $187,345. Associate Editor recounts, "It's been nearly 3 years since I was behind the wheel of the AMG GT. This car is a hoot. It's a beast of an engine wrapped in handsome, if a bit overdone in GTR trim, bodywork. Seriously, as much as I can praise the chassis tuning, this 4.0-liter V8 is amazing. There's power everywhere with little to no turbo lag. It makes all the right noises, cracking and burbling on upshifts and downshifts. It revs quickly, giving the engine a weightless feeling that extends to the rest of the car. These are all good things, as Mercedes is putting some variant of this V8 in nearly every single one of its models. The car handles well, too. The steering is sharp without feeling heavy, and quick without feeling twitchy. The four-wheel steering shrinks the car, though I never pushed it hard enough to make really great use of it. On the street, you can induce some mild oversteer, though the 9-way adjustable traction control reels you back in. It never feels out of sorts, thanks in part to the wonderfully sticky Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires. The thing is, it's a bit much for me. I want to let loose occasionally, and the GTR never really lets you do that. I don't want or need the adjustable rear wing, that essentially kills rear visibility, or super sticky tires. I'd also prefer the suspension to be a bit softer, too. The GTR's ride is firm, even in its comfort setting. On Michigan roads, it's jarring. The GTR never really lets up or chills out. That's fine on the track, but I want my grand tours to be well-rounded. I'd like to get behind the wheel of the GTC. It seems like a good middle ground behind the GTS and GTR. It's got nearly as much power in some of the performance bits from the latter, but eschews parts like the rear wing, diffuser and Cup 2 tires. Less grip can be a good thing, especially if you don't concern yourself with 0 to 60 miles per hour runs or knocking tenths off your lap time. Associate Editor Joel Stockdale, "Reese is absolutely right, the GTR isn't the AMG GT you want if you're going to be driving it on a semi-regular basis. It's bumpy, it's loud, that wing really is a problem for rear visibility. The GTC really is the sweet spot of the line, and I speak from experience. The C offers most of the power, style and handling of the GTR, but with ride quality and seats that are comfortable over long distances and rough pavement. With that being said, I was surprised that the GTR wasn't more unusable on the road. Sure, I was being bumped around quite a bit, but I didn't feel like I was being kicked and beaten. The car never rattled or creaked either. And while the seats were a bit hard, the bolsters were actually wide enough that someone not of superb physique could still fit just fine. The engine, which feels more powerful than its 577 horsepower rating, is ferocious sounding, too, but it's actually still fairly civilized even in the Sport Plus setting. at least compared with the track setting on our manual transmission Mustang's exhaust. That thing is obnoxiously loud and fun. On top of all that, it really does handle great. I'm a big proponent of rear-wheel steering. It looks amazing. And we mentioned it's fast? Multiple times? Okay, well we're saying it again. So really, the GTR is perfect if you're just looking for a wild weekend machine, or actually want a track car you could reasonably drive to the race course and back. But if you're commuting or road tripping, try the GTC. Video manager Eddie Sabatini, this is essentially a usable race car. We drive some amazing vehicles here, but this is one of my favorites. One of the ones you hate to return. It's gorgeous and engaging and excites all the senses. Let's talk about the color, Mars Red. Love it. The pigment for this paint is made from clay mined deep below the surface of the red planet, I assume. Not sure I could daily drive the GTR, but I know I'd hate to leave it cooped up in the garage. 10/10 would recommend.